Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some chart requests over here inside of the Discord. We got all of these names here. We got Sui, DJT, Snap, Circle, TTD. Lots of names over here in the chart request thread in the Discord. We're going to be covering these today and also your guys' requests from the live chat here. So if you're in the live chat, go ahead and drop some requests in there. Today's not going to be as long as a video as yesterday because I got to get somewhere at around noon. It's about 11:10 right now. So we'll just be going down this list. We're going to start up here with Nvidia, KAS. We got Trumpcoin, AXL, MSTR, ICP. We're just going to keep working our way down. We got Mara down there. Fizer, I can't even say that stock, but that is a stock we're definitely watching here. We got S, we got MOH, ENA. We're just going to go down the list and taking requests here from the live chat. So I'll go ahead and start here with Nvidia, guys. If you guys are familiar with our strategy, what we look to do is we look to buy when this blue wave is down here, giving you a green dot. So the reason we want the blue wave down here below this white line is because capitulation has happened, right? We've had a big pullback when that happened. So for Nvidia, the last time to buy Nvidia, the last time we were interested in buying Nvidia was back here in April. Okay, that was April 14th is when we got our signal. They're at 100. Okay, we don't necessarily care about these dots up here. We want the ones with the wave below. Okay, every time that thing pulls back, okay, below that white line, that means capitulation has happened. So what is capitulation? You guys, if you guys don't know what capitulation is, it's just a big dip. Okay, I'm talking 40, 50, 60% from the high. Okay, 40, 50, 60% from the high. So that's what we want to see on Nvidia. I'd love to see Nvidia come back down here and hit 125 or even 100. I just want to see that wave back down there. So until then, this is not a stock we're interested in. Okay, this is one you could be day trading, but we are not day traders here. We are swing traders. So when we enter off these signals, it's a 1 to 6 month. It is a 1 to 6 month hold. So again, $100 up to $200 for Nvidia there. If you guys bought in April, that's 113% move. You doubled your money if you bought here and sold up here in this area. So our sell strategy is to sell a red dot above the white line there on the weekly. We also have a sell strategy based on the daily. We want to sell a red dot in the red zone on the daily, and you can see Nvidia is just up here in the red zone. So we're in no way looking to buy that one. We're looking for reasons to sell. I would be taking profits on Nvidia at these levels. KAS, this one's coming down. You want to make sure that one holds on to that 3-cent level right there. Doesn't look too hot. Okay, got a red dot here this week. So I would definitely set a stop loss at about 3.5 cents. If it breaks that, I would sell it. NXXT, looks like a rug pull penny stock. Unless you're talking about, is there a crypto? No, I wouldn't touch that one. Trumpcoin, same thing, got a red dot here. This thing's been hanging out around $4 to $5 for the last, since October. So October, November, December, we've just kind of been going sideways. So again, markets move in 3 directions, guys. They go up, they go down, and they go sideways. I think for altcoins right now, we're in this area, right? Names are just going up and down every day. We go up one day, down the next, up, down. We're not going crazy parabolic to the upside or crazy down to the downside. We're just ranging, and you can see that on the smaller time frame, okay? Sideways action, right? We haven't moved from this $4 to $6 level for a while, but I do like Trumpcoin down here at 480. You can see the wave is below that white line there. I'd be looking for a daily dot. I told you guys on yesterday's stream, daily alerts here on crypto, on altcoins, will be a great place to add to your position. I think this thing's going to bottom here at 450. We got Axel. Okay, this thing's also just getting smacked. So what I do on a name like that is look for the monthly. This does not look good. Okay, the chart does not look good. Okay, just down and to the right. We want to trade charts that are up and to the right. We want charts going in this direction, not the downward direction. Axel, I'd wait for the monthly alert on Axel there. I see one for Mara. Mara's coming up here. We'll just cover it right now. If you guys got requests, go ahead and get them in the chat. We have a little bit of an early stream today. My schedule's all out of whack today. Lots of meetings and things like that. So I started a little early today. If you guys are catching the replay, if we can get this video to 300 likes, as always, I'll give away 100 XRP. I do have 100 XRP going on over here. We do have one going on right now. That's going to be in 2 days. That'll be drawn. We can see you got 221 people entered. All you guys got to do is come over here to the giveaways tab in the Discord. I'll go ahead and share this link right now in the live chat. Oops. I'll go ahead and share this link right now in the live chat. You guys can join the Discord. You can see Nightbot just shared it right there. But Mara is still looking good. Mara's still got our signal. Again, the last time we got this signal was 9 months ago, back in April. Okay, that came right there in April. Went from 1180 all the way up here to 25. Now, this is not a day trade, as always. This is not a day trade, right? This takes time to play out. That was from April all the way up here to July. That was about a 3 to 4 month hold. Okay, these are 1 to 6 month swing trades. These are not day trades. So if we're going sideways like this, again, we're not going up or down. We're literally just going sideways here. Okay, we're just hanging out right now. Okay, we're waiting. We got to be patient here. When the markets go sideways, it's almost as frustrating as it's going down, because it's right. We're not going anywhere. It's frustrating. We want action. We want action. So Mara's still holding the green dot there on the weekly. I would look to the daily here. Look for the daily green dot to add if necessary. But that thing's, again, just hanging out right there at $10. I still like it. I'd still be a buyer of Mara. MNT. Okay, the wave is now below the white line. Good. Okay, we don't want to buy when it's up here. Okay, up here at 290. Okay, we want to buy when it's down here. So all you're missing on this one is a green dot there on the weekly. Service now, good request. That had a nice pop. We added this one on yesterday's stream. Again, the wave is way down here. We have capitulated really hard to the downside. Now we just need that signal. I added this one yesterday off of the daily alert here. I think I added it like 124 or something like that. So it's up a little bit today. Nice little move. And it does have a green dot there on the daily. Our target's going to be always up here in the red zone on the Fibonacci. So our target's going to be right here at 220. And if you guys are not familiar with our strategy, if you guys are new tuning in today, we do have a free trading course over here that takes you through all these indicators and our strategy under the trading course tab. That course is free. I don't want to sell you guys the education. I give away all the information for free. So if you guys want to learn more about the indicators and our strategy, you guys can check out that trading course right over there. What's up, Chopstick? Caribbean, what's going on, brother? Chopstick, my man. What's up, Sneery? DUOL. Yeah, if you guys got requests, get them in the chat. I'm happy to take a look at some from the chat as well today. Duolingo is down here at its 2024 low. So you can see we bounced right there at 147 back here. Had a nice big move. These guys got decent earnings, but not great. It does have a red dot here on the weekly. So I would buy this one here today at 156. Obviously, don't take a full position, but use dollar cost averaging. I like this one. Again, if the wave is down here and we're buying, we're beating the majority of retail, because the majority of retail is buying up here. So this thing was at $550, and now it's all the way down here at $156. So I do like this one down here. I'd be a buyer right here around this 150 level, and if it goes down to 100, I would just buy more. I think DUOL looks good here. It looks cheap compared to where it was back here in May. That is a massive pullback. Okay, that's a 73% pullback, so we like that. MSTR is still just hanging on. Again, this is a very frustrating time of the market where we just go sideways like this. Okay, this is not fun, right? We've gone sideways for almost 2 months on MSTR, starting in November, sideways. We haven't moved. There's been no explosive move to the upside, no explosive move to the downside. Things just hanging out. So I think if you want to own MSTR, I do have it in my portfolio. I bought it at around 160, so I'm like even on it right now. I like it here at 150. Like I said, if it goes down to 100, I have a plan to average down at that level. But I think you have to buy it here at 150 if you want to own it. You got the signal right there back around 160, 170. So I still am a buyer of MSTR. If Bitcoin recovers and breaks back out, this stock should go absolutely insane. And it's gotten absolutely annihilated here from 460 down to 160. So, again, we love capitulation. We love those kind of moves to the downside. That's 65%, a 65% drop, okay, from the top. We love that. We love that. So we're buying MSTR somewhere down here, okay? And, again, if it goes to 100, we can just simply average down or add to our positions along the way, okay? But we're long on MSTR at these levels. LNG looks good. That's breaking out. Hopefully you got in on that signal right there at 190. That thing is popping up. So if you guys are familiar with our sell strategies that we go over in the trading course, okay, free trading course right over here for you guys. Okay, and again, if you guys do not have these indicators, you guys can download those in the trading indicator tab. Just click on this link. It takes a couple of clicks, and everything loads right up into your trading view account. But one of our selling strategies is to sell a red dot in this red zone up here. Okay, so red zone is where we're taking profits. Okay, down here in these golden zones, and this golden zone is where we want to be loading up. So this thing is trying to break out here. I like it. My target would be up here between 240 and 250. I'd be a buyer. That one still. Buyer and a holder. Okay, if you want to buy, look for the green dot on the daily or the 4 hour. Okay, once you get the weekly, then you want to zoom into the smaller time frames like the daily and the 4 hour to look for pullback. So if that pulled back to like 200, I would snag it. But as of right now, we'd be holding it, waiting for it to retract back up there into that red zone. I see one in the chat for CRWD. That is Crowdstrike. Okay, coming down here. So that's right into its white line. I talked about this white line on yesterday's stream as well. This is the 50 EMA. So the 50 EMA on a weekly chart, that is the average price over 50 weeks. You guys got that? The average price over 50 weeks. So think of it as the yearly moving average. Okay, we want to buy into the moving average or below the moving average. We never want to buy off of the moving average because you got to think, if this is the average price over the year, okay, the average price over the year is the yearly moving average, right? So that's the mean, okay, the mean, okay? We want to buy into the mean. We don't want to buy way up off of the mean. That's what a lot of retail does. They buy when it's very far up, right? I use the anomaly of groceries a lot. So like if grocery prices were 50% above their average price, would you want to go to the grocery store and buy them? No, we don't want to do that with our investments either. We want to buy either at the average or below the average. That is the yearly moving average. But it is coming back down into that average price. What I look for on CrowdStrike is just a green dot here. Okay, you want to see a green dot there on the weekly chart. That could bounce right there at 440. I would just wait for that confirmation there on CrowdStrike. We got DEFT down here at 95 cents. We got a penny stock here. So it is green here on the weekly. I'd be looking for the daily or the 4 hours for positions to add there on DEFT. It does have the weekly signal. So again, once you get the weekly signal, you then want to look to the daily or the 4 hour for additional places to enter. Or maybe you missed the weekly signal and you want to get in. Look at the daily and the 4 hour as long as the monthly or the weekly are green. Okay, that tells us that the macro time frames, the weekly and the monthly, are going up. Okay, and the daily and the 4 hour is where we could buy dips, like how it dipped from $1 down here to 90. I just look to those smaller time frames for the signal there. I see one for Dylan, NVO and DJT. Good requests. NVO's breaking out, folks. We have been holding this one since $45. Things doing the ripski here. It's doing the ripski. We're still targeting that red zone up there between 80 and 90. So that thing has some room to go. I still really like NVO. I don't know that I'd buy it up here. If I did buy it up here, I would be using a tight stop loss at like 55, maybe even 58. But that is a nice looking breakout. Target is 80 to 90 on NVO and DJT. DJT's got a long way to go off its red zone as well. Target is 35 to 40. This thing is doing something right now. It's just going sideways. As long as it holds 1250, we're bullish. So I'd put a stop loss at 1240 on that, and then our target is 35 to 40. I think this one is going to break out here very, very soon. We've been consolidating, putting in a bull flag, and if we can get back over like $17, you're going to see this thing absolutely skyrocket back to 35 to 40. I'm still holding my position. If you're not in it yet, you could get into it, but we were averaging down on this down here at $10, popped up to 17, 18. Now it's pulled back and going sideways. Again, do not be scared of some consolidation here. Okay, do not be scared of this consolidation. Okay, nothing to worry about here. You can see how it's hanging on to the 50. I think this thing's going to explode here in the next couple days. We're still holding options on that, but that is looking really good there. We got ICP. ICP still holding green as well. This thing's just been grinding down ever since that pop, about 7 days down. Looking for a green dot on the daily or the 4 hour of ICP. The dot is still green. So if the dot is still green on the weekly, we're still bullish. Okay, and a lot of these names are still holding their signals. Target on this is $8 to $9. You're seeing like Ethereum. Ethereum is still holding its green dot here. Okay, right here at the $3,000 level. That's a very big level. We're looking for the daily. Okay, we're looking for the daily or the 4 hour here on Ethereum. I'm watching the daily personally. Okay, I still think altcoins are at a great spot right now. Okay, and as long as that dot remains green, we are bullish on alts. Okay, so look to the daily charts for these altcoins for the next signal to add or to average down. Skyworks, things getting smoked. Again, stuck in a very brutal downtrend. I'd be looking to the monthly on this one. Not my favorite looking stock. That looks pretty bad. I'd wait for the green dot there on the monthly on that. TNYA. That's got the green dot on the weekly. It looks like a penny stock. So, again, if you're buying penny stocks, we don't really mess around with penny stocks or meme coins here. We're trying to buy good quality projects with good earnings. These guys don't report anything. They have no revenue. Therefore, in my opinion, they're not even a real company. So, if you want to play it, you got your signal right there. How do you say this? Fizer? I don't know how to say it. That's a weird word. But down here at 60 is where it's building the base. So I don't know what happened here on their earnings, but they went down 46% in one day. Now it's just building support right here around 57. You got a daily dot here today and a 4-hour as well. I'd be a buyer of FISV here. Aptos from Dylan. What's up, brother? APT. Still falling. So it has the green dot on the weekly. I told you guys, if it has a green dot on the weekly and it's still falling, again, look for the daily, okay? Look for the daily. We're right down here at the bottom of the fib. I think 150 is a great price for APT here. Okay, if you believe in the project, right? The charts say it is cheap. I don't know too much about the fundamentals of this project, but our target is up here between 5 and 6. So if you like Aptos, if you believe in what they're doing, I think right here is a great place to look. What's my call option on DJT? It is the $30. Hold on, let me double check. It is the... I'll double check for you. The calls I'm holding on DJT are these ones here. So it's going to be the $30 calls for 2028, January 1st, 2028. Those are the calls I'm currently holding. I like those calls a lot. I got like 2 years time on them, so a lot of time on those to play out. Yeah, can we get the likes up, guys? Can we get the likes up? Again, 300 likes on this video, and I'll give away 100 XRP. If you guys are watching the replay, smash the like. I know we're starting a little early here today. SMCI is still looking good. Still got the signal. Again, every time this signal comes down here, it's been a buying opportunity. Buying opportunity there at 40. It was a buying opportunity here at 20. Ripped up. I really like SMCI here at these levels. That thing is starting to grind up here. I think SMCI is going to have a big breakout here early in 2026. We've been consolidating for a long time. The longer we consolidate, normally the bigger the move. But this thing looks very strong here at 30. I have a position on that, and I am continuing to hold it until we get our sell signal. What else we got? SUI from the chat. SUI still hanging at 150. Again, sideways. We have not moved. Right, we're just going sideways here. We're still green, so we should actively be looking to the daily here. That daily dot should come in the next 1 to 3 days, in my opinion. 1 to 3 days, you should see that signal. I would buy Sui on the next daily alert. And we call all these alerts out over here in the Discord, guys. Under the trade alerts section, you can see the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and all the sell signals over here. And we also have a how-to trade the signals. So it actually goes through each and every signal and how to trade it. Everything we do here is based on logic, data, and discipline. 1 to 6 months out on all trades, as always. So we are buyers of Sui at these levels here at 150. If it goes down to $1, we'll be looking to add more. I really like Sui at these levels. We got LW. LW's given the signal here too. This is Lamb Weston. This actually don't look too bad. This actually looks pretty good here. I'd use a stop loss right here at $40. But I'd buy that one there off the signal if I was bullish on it. I see one for INJ in the chat. INJ still looks good too. Look how deep this monthly is. So all these altcoins are way down here. Okay, I just want to use like Netflix as an example here, guys. Okay, when these monthly charts are this beat up like this, when the monthly chart, the big macro time frame, look at this. Netflix, it was down here back in 2022. That was 4 years ago. You could have bought Netflix at $22. It went all the way up to $130. Okay, that was a big 2-3 year bull run. So I think that's what's about to happen with altcoins as everybody's getting bearish, as everybody's giving up, as everybody's folding. Okay, I think we're about to go on one of the craziest altcoin seasons that we've ever seen. Okay, and I think it's going to happen here in 2026. Okay, and people are going to hate it. This is going to be the most hated altcoin season of all time. It's going to happen. Okay, Wormhole just continuing to get schmammered. Just continuing to get schmammered here. Okay, red dot there on the weekly. So look into the daily. Look into the daily for the next level. Again, and we're not concerned about selling at these prices. We want to sell at these prices up here. Okay, I'm not sure what Wormhole is, but it's at its lowest price ever. So again, you're buying it at its all-time low. MOH, ripping. So we'd be looking for a sell signal here in the red zone. Target on this is 320 to 350. That thing's grinding up very, very nicely here. If you want a place to buy it, I would look to buy a green dot. Not up here, but more down here, right? We want to buy below that white line. So if we get a dramatic pullback, maybe like to 60 or 75, we've been loading up on this thing since right here. Okay, we've been buying since 140. You also got a signal right here at 160. It's sitting up here at 200. It does have some resistance right there from October. So if we can break out over like 210, that thing should rip. But this is a massive healthcare company. You can see the breakout there on the monthly as well. This looks really good. I'd be a holder, not a buyer here. If I wanted to buy it, I would look for a pullback on the 4-hour or the daily. But congratulations if you took that trade a couple weeks ago, about a couple months ago, back there in November. You are now way up and continuing to enjoy those fruits there. Long way to go to the red zone. Okay, our target's always going to be up here for our sells. If you guys don't have a sell strategy, you need one. Okay, a sell strategy is just as important as a buying strategy. Okay, so we want to sell at the right time, just like how we want to buy at the right time. And our target on this would be up here at 320. I still like MOH for a hold. Looking to buy pullbacks on that one. I see one here from the chat for Chainlink. Chainlink's still looking good, right? DOT is still holding green here. We're testing that support level again. I think Chainlink is one of the biggest no-brainers in crypto. Biggest no-brainer trades. It has support down here at like 10. And also down here at 8. So I like it at 12. I'm a buyer here at 12. We got the signals right here around 12, just like we did back here in June, just like we did here in April, and just like we did here in September. So that dot is still holding strong here at 1220. Looking to buy any pullbacks. Like I said, the daily chart is going to be your friend right now on altcoins. When we get those daily signals, we will be, if we get those daily signals here above $12, that will be a really good sign that, hey, this is the bottom, and our target on Link is anywhere from 24 to 26. We sold our Chainlink up here back in August, September, okay, and it pulled back about 50%. So now we're loading up again down here at this clear support level all the way back here since 2024. Okay, really liking Link at these levels still. TMUS, that's T-Mobile, okay, getting hammered. So I would be watching the monthly on T-Mobile. That's actually at a pretty interesting point right there at 185. I want to see the monthly on this one. Okay, I want to see the monthly. You can add to it here at 185 because it's into the moving averages. This is a huge company. They make $21 billion a quarter. One of the biggest communication stocks out there. But I think 180 is a good spot for it. I think they pay a pretty nice dividend. Let me actually see what their dividend is. About 2%. I guess that's not too nice, but they're trading at a 17 price to earnings ratio, which is really good. That price to earnings ratio is PE, the price to earnings ratio. Warren Buffett looks for 15 to 20. He says stocks with 15 to 20 PE ratio, that's his criteria. So it's right in between 15 and 20. So I actually like T-Mobile here. I actually like it a lot here. Down here at 180. I think 180 is a good spot to start a position. And then obviously if it keeps falling down here to 160, we can continue to average down. But that's a pretty important support level. We're down here in capitulation, so I like T-Mobile at these levels. I see one for HIMS in the chat. HIMS. Still hanging here around 30. So I bought this one, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm down about 10% on the position. Just looking for the signal here. I said I was going to buy it here around 30, and if it goes to 20, I'm going to buy more. Okay, I think HIMS is a very solid play in the healthcare industry. Again, we've had some serious capitulation. This thing is down literally like 70% from the top. 62%, excuse me. 62% from its high, so we want to buy a 60% pullback. LAI, Layer AI, looks like a rug. This thing's a rug pull. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch that one. We got S. S has a red weekly. but that daily is popping up here today, so I like this one at 14. I'd be a buyer of S. That's a cybersecurity company. We got DNN. Okay, waves way up here. We'd be looking to sell. So we want to take profits on this red dot in the red zone. I mean, it's a blue sky breakout, so if you want to use a trailing stop, use a stop loss at 350. If it goes back down to 350, I would sell it. But again, your trade was down here at $1.30. You're up over 100%, and yeah, that thing could keep climbing, but again, we're traders. We want to hit our targets and we want to take profits. I would use a trailing stop on this at around 350. Novavax finally broke out. That's up there in the red zone. So I would be taking some off here at 10 bucks. I'd be taking some off there at 10 bucks, and you could let the rest ride. You could either sell right over here. It tells you to sell 25 to 100%. So a daily alert. Right, you haven't got the daily alert yet, but you're probably going to get it here in the next couple days. Right, it tells you to sell 25 to 100% if it's in the red zone. So anytime we come up into the red zone on the daily, I want to take profits because, again, we should be buying down here at 5 or 6. Okay, you're already up 80%, so I'd take some off there. ENA, this one broke support. Okay, so not a lot of data on this one. These guys have a lot to do with the stable coins. But that has broken out below a pretty crucial support level. Looks like it hit 12 there in that October liquidation event. So if that goes back down to like 12, I would buy more. This is just another name that I want to look for a daily dot on. So I'd just be watching the daily for that thing to close. When it closes, it will be called out over here in the Discord. I'm telling you, this next round of daily dots on crypto is going to be a great place to average down or buy if you're not in the market yet. But again, all these names have capitulated. I mean, this thing is down massive here, dude. I mean, that's a 80% drop from the top. So, yeah, if you believe in the project, you're getting it at an 80% discount right now. I like ENA at these levels. Tima's had a gold dot a few months ago. Nice. Or a few days ago? A few weeks ago. Yeah, it's a huge company. 17 PE ratio is good. I think T-Mobile's not going anywhere. They're one of the biggest companies in the world. They're like a $200 billion company. So I think around here at 180 is a really good spot to start a position. I think it's a really good spot. And again, if it comes back down to 140 to 160, we'll just add all the way down. But we know for a fact that T-Mobile's beat up, right? Up here at 275. Okay, all the way down here to 30. That's a 35% drop on T-Mobile. So I do like that one. I see one for Intel. Intel's going to be a sell, guys. We bought Intel last year. This is one of our best trades. Last year, we bought that dot right there at 20 and sold like right here at like 32. It ended up keeping going, but I was super happy because we played the options, made like 300 or 400%, but now it's way up here, right? Wave is way up here on the daily. I'd be taking profits on Intel at these levels here at around 55. It'll probably hit 60, but I'd be, right, I'm not a greedy trader, right? I want to take my profits when I'm in profit. I don't want to keep hoping that it's going to keep going up. Okay, we want to sell kind of before the top here. You want to sell into the grade. Okay, we don't want to wait for the top. We want to kind of sell into it as traders. Again, this is just our strategy. If you have a different strategy, that's totally fine. If you want to buy and hold forever, but we do take profits up in this area. I'd be taking profits on Intel here. Honest, good request here. I made a TikTok about this here today. It does have a weekly, and that also got a daily as well. So I like it a lot down here at 240. My wife's mom, I learned, is actually into stocks not too long ago, and this is one of the stocks that she likes. My wife is actually familiar with the company as well. It's a baby company, so like they sell baby stuff. Jessica Alba is an actor. I don't really know exactly who that is, but the name sounds familiar. I guess it's her company. She's the CEO, and you're getting double bottom right here on it. So I actually really like Honest here. It's a little bit too small of a company for me, but it does look like a good spot here at 250. You could put a stop loss around 240 if you wanted to play that, but that looks pretty good. Thank you, Tina. Appreciate y'all showing up to the live today. We're a little early. Normally we're shooting for about 1:30, 2 o'clock Pacific time, but like I said, I had some stuff I got to take care of today, so I had to start a little early. I want to keep chipping away at your guys' requests here from the Discord. And all of these names, guys, that we're going over in this list are directly from these chart requests over here in the chart request thread. So these directly from here. Our boy Efren over here, puts all these into a playlist for us every week. So as you guys put your requests in, right, we just go down them every, Tuesday through Thursday here on YouTube. So if you guys got those requests throughout the week, when this thread opens, just drop them in this thread here. Okay, and we will answer those throughout every week. You guys have priority to the requests. I see one in the chat for NBTS. Okay, that one's got the weekly there. Also got the daily. Looking good. Just target up there at 16. It does have a green dot here, but not deep enough like it was back here. Your time to buy was back here in April at 2 before it popped up to 17 there. That was a beautiful trade, but that looks like it has some continuation left in it. I'd just be targeting 16 on NVTS. Not my favorite one to buy here. If I were to buy it here, I would need to use a tight stop at like 890 or something like that. DAL. Coming down. I would sell this one. You got the red dot up here, way off the moving average. That one's looking like it's going to retrace. Up there in the red zone as well. We're taking profits on DAL. Opendoor, just kind of hanging out around 6 right now. Just consolidating. So I like it here at 5 or 6. Not my favorite stock, though, right? Our time to buy was down here at 79 cents. Okay, that had a big move up to 10. So I think the hype is over on that one, but it is one of those real estate names that could potentially break out here. So I'd say as long as Opendoor holds on to $5, it's bullish. So if you buy that one, just use that stop loss at like 490. And anything you can get close to 490, I think that looks good. That one's a little tougher. Not really in the criteria of our strategy. Quebec down here, give it a green dot. Be a buyer of that one if you believe in the project. TOTS, Toast, just needs the green dot there. Looks like that's bottoming at 32. DRN, it's got the green dot here as well. So again, we're on the daily and the 4-hour, looking for the little mini pullbacks. Okay, looking for the signals on the smaller time frames once we get the weekly. This thing's just been range bound for a while between $8 and $9. So sideways, sideways, sideways. We need that big breakout for this thing to go parabolic. It was back at $30 back here in December of 2021. So as long as this one holds on to 8, it looks good. OKLO, green dot, but not low enough, right? We want that below that white line, just like it came here. If you're trading this one, this one's very volatile, so be very careful on this one. You just want to stop loss at 75 on that, but not in our strategy, right? It needs to be down here. It needs to be below that white line. Okay, so I don't know. That's tough. It's ranging. That's like a good day trading stock right there. Citibank, yeah, I'm selling the banks right now. You got red on the weekly. I would avoid Citibank up here. I would be a seller. Okay, anytime we're in the red zone on the daily, I'm a seller. I'm not buying in the red zone. Okay, so either I'd be a seller or I'd use a stop loss right there at 110. But you could see on the macro time frame, that thing looks like it wants to correct. Again, time to buy is down here. Okay, at 58. People are taking profits now way up there. So I don't like Citibank here. We got Swift. That one's green. We'd be buyers of that one. We got TRMB selling off here. Just need the signal on that one to buy. Blocks has a green dot there on the weekly. Just chop it around down here. Okay, not a whole lot of data for us, but $18 looks like the bottom for that. You could use a stop loss there. We got TLT. Again, just not really doing anything. Just going sideways. Yeah, that's a tough call there. So down to 83 is where I buy it, but again, I don't like stocks that are just doing this. Okay, I like stocks that are going up and to the right. CRM. CRM's back down here at support. That's an interesting little wick down there. That probably liquidated some of the longs. Just looking for the weekly now. Okay, looking for the weekly signal now here on CRM. It's got a daily dot here, so that actually looks pretty dang good. If you use a stop loss right there at 219, this actually looks really good here on the daily. Okay, that's a bottoming. That's a double bottom there. We did get these signals back over here at 236, so they're down here. It's down at 227 now, so you're down what? Less than 5% if you entered on these signals. So you could look to add here. If you want to own CRM, I think you have to buy some and start a position here at 220. I always recommend you guys don't go all in. Use the 2.5% rule that we talk about in the trading course. Okay, but you could see that 218 is supported. 218 breaks. It could get ugly for CRM. That thing's very choppy right now. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So just be careful on that one. If I were to buy it, I'd use a stop loss at 219. And that'd be a tempting one to play on the daily. Lululemon got a red dot here on the weekly, so you want to use a stop loss on this one. I put a stop loss at 185 and look for a daily to add. You want to make sure that one holds 185 there. That's Lululemon. That's also got the green monthly as well, so things capitulated from 500 down to here at 175. I think the tariffs are hurting these guys because they get a lot of their products from China, but up above 160, this one looks pretty good. I'd look for the daily dot to add and just make sure it holds that 160 level. BMY got a red dot now, so when you get the red dot is when you need to set a stop loss or sell. I would set a stop loss at 52. 52 on the stop loss and look for a green dot. You can even move your stop loss down to like 50, but I'd probably be taking some off the table a little bit here on BMY off that red dot. We're not quite in the red zone yet, but we're pretty dang close. So I would be trimming some down here. Again, we were buying this one back here at 44. That's a pretty nice move for a big stock like BMY. So you just want to see that one hold on to one, or I would say 52. 52 would need to be my stop loss on BMY here. Once you get the red dot is when you could either, again, sell or set a stop loss because you don't want to ride this thing all the way back down to 44. So if it breaks 52, I'd sell it. Yeah, you guys can get all the charts over here in the Discord under the trading indicator tab. I have under the trading apps here, this tells you everything I use. So you guys can get the trading indicator in that tab. I use Coinbase for crypto. I use Robinhood for crypto and stocks. And again, you guys can download the trading indicators right here in the trading indicator tab. Just click on this link and everything loads right up into your TradingView account. Your screen is going to look exactly like my screen. You'll have all the same indicators, all the same settings, everything you need to get started with the strategy. We go over that all in the trading course over here inside of the Discord. But super straightforward process. If you have any trouble or need help, just email me. My email's right there, overkill@overkillinvesting.club. I got time for a couple more here. Let's go to the chat. What do we got? I see one for Donut. Donut's still red here on the weekly. So I took profits on this one right here at around 5. It's back down here at 340. So this is kind of a meme stock. It is still green here on the monthly. I'd just be looking for the weekly. Okay, the weekly or the daily. So that's a tough one, right? It's back down here at 350, kind of where we bought them back here in September. It's just, again, stocks that go like this are very frustrating, that they just go sideways. We want that big explosion to the upside. And you could get it here. If I were to buy Donut right now, I would look for the daily. And that looks like it could probably come in the next 1 to 3 days. Yeah, I love PayPal, dude. PayPal is one of my favorite trades right now. It's got the daily here today. They've just been melting it down. But I think that weekly signal on PayPal is coming probably next week. And I think this thing will easily be trading back between 70, 80, maybe even up here at 90 when it happens. This thing is just so undervalued, and it has a big range to go back to the red zone. So we're buyers down here on PayPal for sure. That's one of my largest stock positions right now. Yeah, Ethereum. Ethereum's got the green dot there on the weekly looking good. Again, as long as the weekly holds, we are bullish. As of right now, we're just going sideways. So as long as Ethereum holds on to 2,500, we're bullish. If it goes all the way down to 2,600, we're still bullish. Okay, if it breaks 2,500, that's when you're going to see some more capitulation, if it even happens. But I think we're going to find a bottom here in this range. Okay, I think we're finding a bottom down here. The thing I'm watching for on Ethereum is the daily dot. Okay, because again, we have the weekly. That tells us that the macro time frame, right, buyers are stepping in. Okay, now we want to look to the daily and the 4-hour for Ethereum. We're going to leave it there today, folks. I got some stuff I need to do. We'll cover the rest of these requests this week or possibly next week. Tomorrow, we're going to be dropping our watch list. So the watch list is literally all the names that we're watching, looking to buy. It's going to be the top stocks and cryptocurrencies to watch going into next week. That'll be dropping tomorrow here on YouTube Friday. We're going to shoot for around 1:30. 2 o'clock Pacific time. If you don't catch the live, obviously you can catch the replay. The replay is always reposted. And yeah, so watch out for that. If you guys have any questions or need me, hit me up over here in the Discord. If you guys come over here to the chat, you guys can chat with our team here. The Discord is just a great place to be because when we're not live, right, we have people and a team over here that can answer your questions and help you out. So with that being said, God bless you guys. We'll see you on tomorrow's stream for the watch list. We'll cover some more of these chart requests for you tomorrow too on tomorrow's stream. We only got a few more to go here to get through, and then we'll be on to the next week of requests. So with that being said, again, God bless you guys. If you guys need me, hit me up over here. We got a support chat over here as well. You guys could ask questions or get some insight into what you're looking at. Yeah. So until then, guys, let me go ahead and drop the link to the Discord if you guys are live right now in the chat. I know Nightbot's done it a couple times, but there it is. Sorry to rush today. I just got another meeting I got to get to here in about 15 minutes, so I got to run, and we'll be back tomorrow here live on YouTube, just like we are every single day. God bless you, and we'll see you soon.